Do you know someone that have some side effects or inconvenience, discomfort following an episode of COVID that person went through, and specifically some tightness of the chest while breathing, tightness breathing, difficulty breathing following an episode of COVID, like going through COVID. If you know persons like this, I just received a really interesting information. Basically, it's just a review of our product, the Propol therapy, so a Propolis diffuser, and that person mentioned in the review that she actually is using the Propol therapy, so the Propolis diffuser model A4 with regular propolis capsules, and that helps her quite a bit with that discomfort that some people are saying, oh, I had COVID and now I have, difficulty breathing, tightness of the chest while breathing, and so on. Well, that helps her a lot. I'm not saying it's a universal panacea, so of course it might not work with everyone, but I was really delighted to know that yes, it is efficient for people that have discomfort following a strong episode of COVID. So that for me was really interesting to hear. I knew it should be helpful, but I never received really a review on this. So I just received one. So I'm really enthusiastic about sharing this with you all. If you're following my YouTube channel on AP Therapy, you know that there was a study saying that for hospitalized patient with COVID, using propolis capsules like propolis powder prepared for this is really helpful. There was a clinical study that has been conducted on the topic, and basically the results were it actually diminishes from half the length of hospitalization for COVID patients that are hospitalized, that have it really bad. So it's really helpful. So that we knew already. There's also a study that has been done on prevention of COVID using propolis as well, but I have never heard something specific, no study at least, on patients that had COVID and now have tightness while breathing, difficulty breathing. I never heard anything saying that, yes, it is useful. I almost knew it was useful for those patients. It was, I was expecting that, but I received finally a review of someone using it. So I'm putting the link of the review in the description of that video. If you are interested into purchasing propolis diffusers, of course, we do provide them to you in America. So the link is in the description, and there's also a promotional code, so you have a little bit of a discount there. And if you are in Europe or elsewhere in the world, not in America, well then there's also a friend of ours is selling them in mainly Europe, but also elsewhere in the world. So there's also a link for his website, and there's also a promotional code for his website that you can be using. So I do encourage you to have a look at this. If you know someone that would need that, that would be ready to try it, because what else? What else could be used to help in that type of condition? Well, there's one review that arrived. Very few people send reviews, but now I received one, and it seems to be really helpful for the person. So read it by yourself. And so I was very enthusiastic seeing this, because we cannot say it, right? We can just say, oh, there's a review saying that it helps that person. The review is there, so that is fine. It's legal, but we cannot say, oh, it helps for that. I cannot say that legally. Like, we cannot do this. So we're very limited with the information we can share with the public. But now the review, this is there, and it's it's that person that had that experience, so that is totally fine. So I'm just sharing with you all that review. So if you know people that have that type of discomfort following COVID, or if you know that there's many people that have that, well, please share that video. as much as possible is just to be able to help people, and maybe if there's more reviews coming up and the interest might grow, you know, for apitherapy, for natural ways of dealing with that type of things. If the interest is just growing with time, maybe some people, maybe at some point, we will be able to just announce it and say it, and it will be known and people will know about it, and it will be very simple to work with apitherapy, basically. So thank you very much for listening and sharing and for your interest in apitherapy.